crypto commercials are kind of synonymous with cringe, dumb, out of touch. Maybe you've seen like stuff like the Matt Damon "Fortune Favors the Brave" commercial right before everyone got wrecked. Well, that'll look like it should win an Oscar next to what we're talking about today, which is a creepy crypto commercial that I saw that was released at a futurist blockchain conference where supposedly people are going to present their vision of the future. And in this case, the vision is very creepy, but the actual commercial itself, I think, doesn't do it any favors. It makes it much worse. I'm talking about a Shiba Inu commercial that they put together. And what's crazy about this is how the high level of production, like what's so interesting about a lot of these projects is the teams are incompetent, but they have so much money, like because of all the people who like YOLO'd their life savings in for no reason on the idea that it's a meme. Although all these places, and you'll see this in the video, they all try to say, we were a meme coin, now we're not a meme coin. And that's what Shiba Inu's like trying to say they are or whatever. But their ideas make no sense. So let's talk about the commercial. You'll see right away, well shot. I mean, I can't say anything negative about like the cinematography. The writing is another story, but like it's well shot. You know, give credit where credit is due, but it gets weird really quick.
I can't believe it, Jane. My seed phrase notebook has vanished.
Seriously? Don't you know how important they are? Be honest, you didn't even write it down.
Sassy right off the bat. You know, that classic couple situation where your boyfriend, whatever this is, forgot his seed phrase. Oh no, it's over. But wait.
I did, Jane. I just don't know where.
Okay, wait. Before we go on, some of you guys might criticize the acting, and I can't tell, having watched this multiple times, if it's the writing that's causing the bad acting or it's the actors that are causing the bad acting. Anyway, I know for sure the writing's terrible, but I don't know if we can excuse this.
Jane, I just don't know where.
It's about self-custody, babe. If you were using SHIB, then you wouldn't need that phrase unless it was an emergency.
SHIB? Wait, you mean the meme coin?
Looks like you didn't get the memo. SHIB is no longer just a meme, it's a whole society, John.
Oh, that also kills me when they try to call themselves societies. Bro, you're just a cult of a bunch of bag holders, dude. You're exit liquidity, dog. You ain't no society, okay? Let me tell you that right now. So this is where things take a really weird... Sorry. Everything up till now was like, okay, classic kind of ham-fisted crypto stuff. Come on, babe. You didn't even write down your seed phrase. But this is where things get really weird, and this is SHIB's vision of the future.
Jane?
Gets a notification.
The notification, it's something about your dad.
What? Let me see that.
Twist.
It can't be. Impossible. It can't be.
What's happening? I don't understand.
Hold on, let's read that. With our condolences, death certificate. Sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but it's fake, right? So it's not real. Her dad dies in the thing right after they're having this conversation about like self-custody, babe. And then to add dramatic suspense, the dad just gets killed off.
It's automated, John. My dad used to have a SHIB digital will. So the only way I could get this message, this inheritance instantaneously, is if somebody verified it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the whole idea. They're pitching this SHIB digital will. Like, so you put your life on the blockchain, and when someone dies, and the details are really important, but they just gloss over in this commercial. But when someone dies, somebody just like, I guess, tells the blockchain that you're dead, and then it sends your funds to whoever you want to will your funds to. Now, hold your thought on whether that's a good idea or bad. We're suspending judgment on that. We'll talk about that at the end. But it gets a lot worse.
It's Mum. The hospital just called.
Okay, so now the mom calls, but what the detail I want to point out is in the commercial, she gets a text from the blockchain before the mom calls her, meaning somehow crypto knew before the mom of like the wife knew that her husband was dead. Strange.
Your father?
This is
Please
so
call me
creepy.
back.
It's so weird to do this whole commercial. Like, the whole bit of the commercial is not respectful at all. It's like, yeah, this guy, this dad died, and we're going to pitch the product with a death. I don't know. It's like, it's weird. Like, you know, when they do those puppy commercials where they try to like beat you over the head with like, you know, sick puppies. That stuff always creeps me out. But this, I think, is much worse.
I love you.
Back from the funeral, I guess.
It feels like life couldn't get any darker.
Hold on, Jane. Dawn follows in the darkest of night.
Yo, was that a Dark Knight reference? Dawn follows even the darkest of night. Are they quoting Christopher Nolan on here? Oh, gosh. This writing's so bad.
I can't take away your pain, but perhaps I can offer you a hint of joy.
Who wrote this?
You always
I've got to
know how
meet the
to lift
author.
my spirits. This is really sweet, thank you.
This is maybe the most normal part of the commercial. Her being cheered up by a cup of tea.
You're kidding. They demonetize my yoga channel, while those bigger channels get away with the same thing. It's not fair.
That's why we contrast with centralized platforms. That's why
What?
SHIB matters.
What?
Ship? You're turning into a Ryoshi.
The subtitles are messed up here. They're saying you're turning into a Ryoshi, who's like the founder of SHIB.
Been reading up, Jane. The blogs, the SHIB manifesto.
So now the guy, right after the dad's funeral, is talking about manifestos.
I see the potential now. Let's take a stand here, Jane. Let's create our own decentralized yoga channel.
Dude, I'm sorry. This is what I mean by the commercial so bad. Right after the dad's funeral, the guy wants to take a stand on a decentralized yoga channel. Oh, dude.
We could likely surpass your revenue on that other platform, especially if they're going to demonetize you.
And this is where I don't blame the actors. It's like this is just written for them. They just have to say what's said.
You've changed so much in just a week.
The legacy process after my grandma passing was exhausting and infuriating. When your dad passed, you got your inheritance instantly.
And that's what I cared about. This part's so funny because the arc of this commercial is supposed to be couple was fighting because the guy didn't agree with the SHIB, like the cult of SHIB, Shiba Inu. And then now the hero's journey has been the guy reading a SHIB manifesto and now taking a stand on a decentralized yoga channel.
Thanks to Dad. And Ship.
Exactly. That's the power of what SHIB is building. That's what your dad wanted us to see.
It's what he died for, Jane. He died so we could understand SHIB.
I'm with him. Hail SHIB.
What? I think that's the end of
I
the
love
commercial.
you, John.
Oh my gosh. That is the most... Nobody in the history of humanity has ever responded to Hail SHIB with I love you.
I love you, John.
How do people not see how weird and creepy this is? This whole thing was some big pitch. tries to pull your heartstrings, and then ends it with, "Hail Shib, I love you." Now, we haven't even talked about how bad of an idea all of this is. We just tabled that for now, just to talk about that commercial. But let's actually talk about this decentralized will, this, like, you put your life on the blockchain. Listen, of course, I don't know if anyone's been through, like, the will process in America. It's terrible. Most of the, admittingly, okay, like, the legacy process is bad. But this is not any better. Like, the idea, okay, for one, the fraud problem is the worst part of all this. If you just get one guy to sign off on a death before you're dead, the blockchain doesn't have a magical all-seeing eye to know if you're actually dead. So what are they going to do? They're just going to send all your money away. So you just give power to this contract that, like, if somebody signs, like, a little contract that says I'm dead, even if I'm not dead, all my money leaves me. So you can imagine, I've got an estranged wife. She's like, okay, sign a little thing. And it goes to a bunch of people that I didn't authorize it to go to. It's so dumb. I mean, there are reasons that it's like, obviously, the normal process is too hard, but there's also reasons that there are lawyers involved, a bunch of other things involved. You're not just going to, like, the hospital, because what if you wake back up, dude? Like, what if that dad on the, like, hospital bed, they were like, oh, we think he's dead, we'll sign away all his assets. And he, like, comes back. Oh, sorry, sir, you actually can't pay for your health care because we signed away all your money. Anyway, terrible idea, terrible commercial. And by the way, that's all assuming the tech works, which it doesn't. It doesn't exist. This is just some dumb thing they invented so that people will FOMO their money in. I cannot emphasize enough. All these meme coins that are like, suddenly they're like, oh, we're more than just a meme coin. Stay away, people. If the writing wasn't enough, just think about their ideas for a second. Like half a second, okay? Because just saying the existing process is bad is not enough. Look at what they're actually telling you. It's creepy, it's a cult, and that's basically it.